Magandang araw mga kakarampot! Welcome sa panibagong vlog. This is part 4 of our Western Canada trip. And this time, pupunta naman tayo sa British Columbia. So ano pang hinihintay nyo? Let's go! This busy trip was not originally part of the plan. Pero nung makita ko na Vancouver is just a 1-hour flight from Calgary at sobrang mura ng pamasahe, I took the chance. Marami din kasi akong kaibigan sa BC na gusto kong bisitahin. Day 0, sinalubong agad ako ng mga brads ko and we had dinner. At ito palang batchmate ko si Henry. 32 years na mula nang huli kaming magkita. Day 1, I took the ferry to Victoria, BC to visit another brad of mine. After 20 plus years, nagkita din kami ni Romaine. My trip to Victoria was actually to see him and his new baby. Balikan lang ako sa Victoria, but I had the opportunity to see a few sites.
Oh, ito pala yung brad ko, si Ramin, si Rem.
Hello.
So, 20 plus years. Ngayon lang ulit nagkita. Ito sa
This is the BC Parliament Building dahil ang Victoria ang capital ng BC. Peter Pollen Waterfront Park. Fisherman's Wharf, my favorite. Ogden Point, where cruise ships dock. And then we had snack at Redfish Bluefish sa Victoria Harbor. It was a short but sweet stay and I thought I'd come back another time and stay longer. Because for the few places I saw, nagandahan talaga ako sa Victoria and I wanna see more. Day 2. Depende sa time of booking, halos $120 lang ang round trip na Calgary to Vancouver. And if you decide to land in Abbotsford, BC, halos $50 lang ang round trip. No kidding! I traveled naman to North Vancouver to go to Lynn Canyon. A little bit of background, I actually wanted to visit the famous Capilano Bridge. Then I found out that it's almost $70 to get in. Gusto ko lang naman magpa-picture sa Capilano Bridge sana. Then I found out na kung kuripot ka, may alternative na hanging bridge. At ito ang Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge. So this Ilocano decided na doon na tayo sa libre. And so I found the bridge. Hirap lang dahil mag-isa ko lang. Walang magpipicture sa akin. Ang hirap din masolo ng bridge. Salamat sa 360 camera at nakapicture pa tayo ng ganyan. After that, I decided to go see the Twin Falls. Within the same park lang naman. The hike was fun. Pero tignan nyo nga, may nang i-stock pa yata sa akin at Chika Babe. Sinusundan ako. When I got to the bridge near the falls, I got disappointed dahil we were on top of the falls pala. So hindi kita dito. One had to hike down pa. Well, I had to go back to Vancouver na so umalis na lang ako. At least I got to hike a bit. When I got back to Vancouver, I met up naman with my high school batchmate Lee Harvey to wrap up the day. Day 3, I rented a bike and went on a ride around Stanley Park. From here, I can smell the difference because for the first time after so many years, I get to breathe the smell of saltwater air. Because this is in fact the Pacific Ocean. Hindi na lang lake, but the ocean. I know I was at the ocean too when I took the ferry to Victoria, but for some reason, I didn't smell the saltwater air. Siguro dahil maraming isla doon. I don't know. Pero sobrang nakaka-relax dito sa Stanley Park. This is the Lions Gate Bridge. Siwash Rock. Third Beach. Second Beach. Time for lunch. Hindi ko alam kung saan ang first beach. After Stanley Park, I continued riding my bike towards downtown Vancouver. And this is the iconic Canada Place. Vancouver Lookout Tower. I also biked to Gastown to see the steam plant that people are talking about. Ang daming tao dito, pero natsambahan ko pa na tumunog yung clock. Pero bakit kaya 5 minutes after the hour siya tumunog? Palaisipan pa rin sa akin yan hanggang ngayon. Wala din ako makitang sagot sa internet. Maliban kung sira na daw yung gearing ng clock because of old age. Ewan ko. Bago ang lahat para sa aking British Columbia trip, isang napaka-special na thank you kay Brad Jeff Villarreal who went above and beyond to make sure na maayos ako sa BC. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Brad Jeff, at siyempre sa iyong Mrs. din, si Doris. Thank you sa inyo. Maraming salamat din pala kay Brad Juneder for letting me stay in your house. I had the whole place by myself. Thank you very much. Thank you rin pala kay Brad Rem for welcoming me sa iyong teritoryo sa Victoria. At thank you rin sa misis mo syempre, at sa nanay mo, at congratulations din pala for the new baby. And welcome to the Christian world, Remhart. Ayun. At thank you rin sa aking mga brads na sina Henry at si Volt for keeping me company and for the conversations. Maraming salamat. At syempre, thank you rin sa aking high school batchmate na si Lee Harvey for welcoming me into your house and for the dinner. Syempre sa iyong Mrs. kay Rhoda. Thank you very much. Ayun, so maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. This trip wouldn't have been that special kung wala kayo. Thank you. And that ends my day 3 and my very short BC visit. And I promise I'll be back in BC to stay longer. Sana matupad. I went back to Calgary and after 2 days, nakauwi na ako sa Toronto. So hanggang dito na lamang mga kakarapot. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Sana nag-enjoy kayo. Kung di naman kayo nag-enjoy, sana natuto. Kung di naman kayo natuto, sana nag-enjoy pa rin kahit papano. Don't forget to like, comment, share at ang pinaka-importante sa lahat, mag-subscribe. Yun ay kung di ka pa subscribe. At kung may time ka pa, i-click mo yung notification bell to be notified of future vlogs. So hanggang dito na lamang. Maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muli. Paalam.